Okay, during my 24-hour wildlife and pest control, I like animals. I really don't like hurting things, and I like setting most things free. So I get people that call me for birds. So they call you up because they got birds above their gutter in their house, and they going into the attic. Sometimes they fall in the house, so they call you. So I gotta go on the roof every day to get the birds. So a lady calls me and she's got birds. I go to the house, I put the ladder up 25, 30 feet. I put the ladder up and I see a hole in the gutter and I'm looking in there and I see a bunch of little baby birds. Cheep, cheep, cheep. I'm like, oh, how cute. And I'm talking to myself, I went, how cute. And every time I made a noise, he went chirp, chirp. And I said, you're talking to me? And he went chirp, chirp. And I'm like, oh, you're adorable. And he waited for me to talk and he would say chirp, chirp. I'm like, you know what? That's it. I catch all the birds. I take them all out. I put them in a cage. And I bring them home to my wife and I said, hon, we got to save these birds. See the baby birds here? I said, we got to save these birds. Okay, so she looks online how to feed the birds, how to take care of the birds. Apparently you got to put dog food and some kind of other creams in a blender, and then you got to feed them. So at this time I only had 6 baby birds. Well, now I got my kids feeding the birds with eyedroppers. I'm feeding the birds with eyedroppers. My wife is. Now they're crying every 45 minutes to feed. Well, now across the week I must have done 5 other bird jobs. We have 30 baby birds in the house. Okay, at one time. Okay. We have 30 of these baby birds in the house that we're feeding at one time. Do you see this? I'm their father now. I'm outside here and the birds are flying at me like I'm the father bird. Okay? Now my kids, because they're feeding them also, they're outside and the birds are on their head. They're feeding them, they're like their father bird. Meanwhile, in the house, the birds are crapping all over the place, crapping on the carpet and doing racing all over the place. So now you have the vision. I must have had 20 to 25 baby birds. Now my wife wouldn't keep them in a cage when I went to work, which would drive me nuts. She says they have to have freedom. So I would come home at night, there'd be 30 birds flying around. But the funniest thing is when I came home, it was like daddy's home. All the birds would fly to my arm, fly to my head, fly to me. They knew I was the father. It was so adorable. So I come home, we laugh, we have them all fly to you, they fly to my kids. This is going on for about a month. But here's the bad news. The bad news is all the crap on the floor. The wife used to tell me, you brought these birds home, you clean. After working 12 hours straight, I would go home and I'd be scrubbing the walls, scrubbing the carpet, scrubbing the bird crap for hours every day. But it was fun. And then I'm feeding the birds. She'd make me take the night shift. I'd be feeding the birds every half hour. So now you have the vision. We're out of our mind. But meanwhile, the kids had fun, the wife had fun, etc. Well, it's summertime now. I'm packed with exterminating and I'm busy. I come home and she's got me doing this. I'm like, you know what? Forget about it. The birds are gone. Now they're big birds. I got big birds. They're no more babies. They're big birds flying around the house, banging off my windows, trying to get out. I'm like, that's it, hon. I want to say goodbye to the birds. All the kids say goodbye to the birds. I open the sliding glass door. I bring them all outside and they're on my porch. That's where one of the pictures has them on my kid's head on the porch. The funniest thing is they stay on the porch and they stay on the tree there. Now, when we went back inside the house, they're banging off the sliding glass window. They're trying to come back in the house. You got to be kidding me. So we'd have to go out for like 2 weeks. We'd have to go outside and hand feed them till they learn how to feed on themselves. But it was adorable. Going outside, feeding the birds, flying to you, etc. Well, my next door neighbor hates me. She can't stand me. But her deck, if she's on her deck, she can look on my deck. It's about 20 feet away. The houses are close, so she could say, what are you doing? So I'm feeding like 10 birds. They're on me. They're on my head. She stands over there, puts her hands on her hips. Hey, what the hell are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? She's screaming at me. Meanwhile, all the birds think She's calling them. Every bird starts flying, bouncing off her head, bouncing off her sliding glass door. She's running around her deck, screaming hysterical. Ah! They're attacking her. It looks like the bird movie. The birds are attacking her. She runs in the house, slams the door, and calls 911 and tells the cops I sent my pet birds after her. True story.